Good morning, motor cars. Today is Monday, November 4th. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Thought for the day. Our goal is to wow every customer with our compassion and service. It's not what we do, it's how we do it. We are going to go to the extraordinary lengths to delight our customers, creating a wow experience whenever and wherever we can. We'll take pride in making our guests happy, striving to make each personal contact one that is memorable. And that has a lot to do with what we've talked about is the first 3 minutes and the last 3 minutes. We're going to try to create that wow factor in doing that, and you're going to hear a lot more about it, and hopefully you'll all be seeing the difference in the next coming couple of months. This day in history, 1922, the entrance to King Tut's tomb was discovered. 1979, the American embassy in Tehran was overrun and seized by students, and 90 Americans were taken hostage. 2008, Democratic Senator Barack Obama wins the presidential election, beating John McCain. Anniversaries. Ted Rio is having his anniversary, so congratulations, Ted. Upcoming events. November 21st, we're going to have a crock pot cook-off. So anything you can cook in a crock pot will qualify. So start thinking what you can make. I'm going to have something pretty good, I think. I got some great ideas. Anyway, first place is going to be $300, second place $200, and third place $100. Tip of the day. I'd like to read something that I read in a book, and it's called Great Service is a Choice. Years ago, my friend Harvey McCain told me a wonderful story about a cab driver. Harvey was waiting in line for a ride to the airport when a cab pulled up. The first thing he noticed was that the taxi was polished to a bright shine. Smartly dressed in a white shirt, black tie, and freshly pressed black slacks, the cab driver jumped out and rounded the car to open the back door for Harvey. Then he handed my friend a laminated card and said, "I'm Willie, your driver. While I'm loading your bags in the trunk, I'd like you to read my mission statement." Taken back, Harvey read the card. It said, "Wally's mission statement: to get my customers to their destination in the quickest, safest, and cheapest way possible in a friendly environment." This blew Harvey away, especially when he noticed that inside of the cab, it matched the outside, spotless and clean. As he slid behind the wheel, Willie said, "Would you like a cup of coffee? I have a thermos of regular and decaf." My friend said jokingly, "I'd like a soft drink." Wally smiled and said, "No problems. I have a cooler up front with regular and Diet Coke, water, and orange juice." Almost stuttering, Harvey said, "I'll take a Diet Coke." Handing him his drink, Wally said, if you like something to read, I have the Wall Street Journal, Time, Sports Illustrated, and USA Today." As they were pulling away, Wally handed my friend another laminated card. "These are stations I got and the music they play, if you'd like to listen to the radio." As if that weren't enough, Wally told Harvey that he had the air conditioning on and asked if the temperature was comfortable for him. Then he advised Harvey of the best route to his destination for that time of day. He also let him know that he'd be happy to chat and tell him about the sights on the way, or if Harvey preferred, he'd be quiet and let him have his own thoughts. "Tell me, Wally," my amazed friends asked the driver, "have you always served customers this way?" Wally smiled into the rearview mirror. "No, not always. In fact, it's only been the past 2 years. My first 5 years driving, I spent most of my time complaining like all the rest of the cabbies do. Then I heard this personal growth guru, Wayne Dyer, on the radio one day. He had just written a book called You'll See It When You Believe It. Dyer said that if you get up in the morning and expecting to have a bad day, yeah, you're probably not going to be disappointed. He said that stop complaining. Differentiate yourself from your competition. Don't be a duck, be an eagle. Ducks quack and complain. Eagles soar above the crowd. That hit me right between the eyes, said Wally. Dyer was really talking about me. I was always quacking and complaining, so I decided to change my attitude and become an eagle. I looked around at the other cabs and their drivers. The cabs were dirty, the drivers were unfriendly, and the customers were unhappy. So I decided to make something change. I put in a few things over time. When my customers responded well, I did more. I take it that this has paid off for you, Harvey said. It sure has, says Wally. My first year as an Eagle, I doubled my income from the previous year. This year, I'll probably quadruple it. You were lucky to get me today. I don't sit at cab stands anymore. My customers call me for appointments on my cell phone or leave messages on my answering machine. If I can't pick them up myself, I get a reliable caddy friend to do it, and I take a piece of the action. Wally was phenomenal. He was running a limo service out of a yellow cab. I probably told this story to more than 50 cab drivers over the years, and only 2 took me up on the idea and ran with it. Whenever I go to their cities, I give them a call. The rest of the drivers quacked like ducks and told me all the reasons why they couldn't do anything like that, and it was a suggestion that wouldn't work. Wally the cab driver made a different choice. He decided to stop quacking like a duck and start soaring like an eagle. How about you? The service lesson learned: dare to be different. And again, this is all going to tie into the first 3 minutes and the last 3 minutes. But everybody here, you can soar like an eagle and not quack like a duck. We have to work together as a team. If we're going to get to be world class, which would be the 85% retention in service and 70% in sales, we're going to have to do something that nobody else is going to do. And that's going to be work as a team, look at ways we can wow our customers, and everybody working and coming up with other ideas that we can keep building on this program. Anyway, I have a few heroes of the day. First, Mike Gentry and Darwin. They sold and delivered 60 cars in October. That's a phenomenal job, guys. Great job. I'm really proud of you, and I think everybody should be proud of them for that type of job. So anybody that sees Mike or Darwin, please pat them on the back and say, great October. Next, I got Dan Tronsky. This morning, Dan Tronsky from Toyota Parts Department came in at 6:45 for a meeting after working until 3:30 a.m. the night before. He had an option of attending the same meeting at 4 p.m., but chose to come in and allow him to be available for the parts department in the afternoon so other people could come to the meeting. So thanks a lot, Dan. I appreciate that attitude. Another hero of the day I have is Cindy Gary for cleaning out the Toyota refrigerator. A little consideration and good manners go a long way. Again, as I said, it's everybody working together, and you don't have to be a frontline employee like a salesman or a mechanic or a service advisor, but go over, do that a little bit extra, because I guarantee by Cindy doing that, she made everybody's day that puts their food in the refrigerator and made something special. When they open the refrigerator saying, man, it's clean, and I'm sure that made everybody happy. So Cindy, great job, and thank you for that. Also, I got Steve Wolkoff, the service manager at Toyota. He's going to get a Hero of the Day award too. He, on his own, suggested when he saw that there was a lot of open repair orders at Honda, that he would go over and help Trevor with that. So Steve, thanks again. And thanks everybody for nominating these people for Hero of the Day. Anybody else that sees somebody, please nominate them for the hero. Anyway, thanks everybody, and let's all have a great day. Thank you.